Okay, this is June 26, 2023, meeting of the Berlin Board of Assessors. As a preliminary matter, please note that this meeting is being recorded and that some attendees are participating by video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you. Take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording.
And it's legal.
I'm sorry?
I'm not. Somebody in my house was speaking. Sorry.
Oh, this is Kevin Vaughn, Chair of the Board of Assessors. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me prior to me calling the meeting to order. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative.
We don't need to do that.
Bev Wheeler?
Here.
Roger Bradley?
Yeah.
Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Molly Reed, Assessing Director?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else joining us, like Joanne?
No,
Okay.
and I'm not expecting any guests, and there's no one in attendance to do public comment.
Okay, with the quorum of the board, I call this meeting to order at 6:02 p.m. on Monday, June 26, 2023. Okay,
Shall I read the minutes?
I think so. Be a good place to start.
Kevin called the meeting to order at 6:01. We were all here. You approved the minutes from May 22nd. I told you that May building permits, Worcester Registry of, we got the May building permits. The Worcester Registry of Deeds will now be sending our list via email instead of regular mail. The MAO spring newsletter was out, and DLS had multiple emails. They redesigned some of the website, the city and town newsletter, and they let us know that the corporation's manufacturing book is available. Audit info, state-owned land. I told you there was no change for Berlin from last year, and a financial forecasting survey. And there was a email from the town administrator on stating that if the board's going to hire a assessing firm, that it would have to go out to bid. That's what she found out from the procurement people. I updated you on Vadar tax billing season. I told you that Joanne and Maureen had participated. Well, actually, all three of us participated in it. The Mass SJC came out with a thing that you can't, you can only encourage people to be civil at a public meeting. You can't require it. The BLA, assessing your assessor's department, question you should be asking, Muni Affordable Housing Trust may have, this at the last town meeting, this town voted to have a municipal affordable trust fund. And eventually it might have, I told you it might have an impact on the assessing office. For the DLS interim, I told you about their check-in and how they wanted us to do, you all to use, have your own singular email. I told you I was gonna submit revised, omitted, and amended new growth. We discussed where we should bring in the FY22 assessments, and the board agreed to have values at 94 to 95%. I updated you on the job posts. I updated you that June had sent out her year-end notice, and then we did calendar annual meeting discussion took place. You approved, you signed, you came in and signed minutes, accounts payable, tax deferral certificate, exemptions, excise, payroll, and you adjourned at 7:09.
Okay, anybody note any errors or admissions?
I do not.
Okay. Raj,
Looks good.
okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we're good with that.
So we got May sales from Banker, the Warren Group. And this time it's not all condos. There's actually some houses in there. There was an update from KP Law on a US Supreme Court decision that it doesn't really affect us, but they sent it to us and it might affect us. But tax foreclosure sales in Massachusetts, they're saying that governments have violated the US Constitution by tax takings and whatnot. So there's that. Then we got our certified phone valuations. And so we have 4 phone companies: CenturyLink, MCI Metro, TC Systems, and Verizon New England. And for poles, wires, and underground conduits, the total value for all 4 is $2,054,700. Machinery is $31,300. Construction in progress is $2,700 for a total of $2,088,700. And the gross growth on that is coming from MCI and Verizon New England at $84,900.
Are those numbers on here, Molly, or?
No,
Okay, all right.
I can print, I was just reading from the directive.
No, that's okay. No, all right.
So for our department head meeting, the beginning of the month, Kristen had brought up First Amendment audits because they've been going around to Lowell and other places close by. So she had gone to one that KP Law put on, and if you want to see the handout, it was fine. But you know, basically you have to use your common sense, and everybody's able to film you or talk to you any way they want, and you just have to be respectful and try to answer their questions. And if people get really rude, I guess you can always call the police station. So I think that, at least in my experience, I've had some pretty angry people that you just have to calm them down and let them go on their way. There was a discussion that the tax collector has a note on his window that if there's a customer there, that if they feel uncomfortable, to let them know and to do a let them know, and we can either call them back on the phone or do a private appointment with them at another time. And we all are supposed to put up employees only, so that they can only go so far. And Vicky from the Council on Aging is going to be ordering some employee-only signs as part of a grant that she got for things like that. And that was about that. That was about all of that. I just it came in Friday. Effective July 1st, the town's going to be switching legal firms from KP Law to Petrin and Associates. We don't have any pending court cases with KP Law, just with our outside counsel that we have been using for the solar. I did submit the LA 13A and the omitted revised assessments and have got the notice of that it has been approved, I believe. Yep, form approved. I've been working on the year-end stuff with all of June's notes and caveats. I emailed you out the spreadsheet for the budget showing what each thing did and the total of the education was down the bottom. So we've all taken, I've had the most conferences, but Maureen and Joanne have also taken stuff. And we got our 504 valuations, which is the New England Power, Massachusetts Electric, and N-Star Gas. So for new growth for those three is 211,301. And so calendar, Maureen's on vacation till after the 4th. So she's on vacation this week and she'll be back on the 5th, I believe. The 4th is a holiday. I'm going to take a personal day on the 3rd and the 5th. And I was wondering, since it's a one day before the holiday, did you offered to close the office in the past if everybody uses their own time? Do you have any thought on continuing that?
Anybody have a comment on that?
No, I don't see a problem with it.
Right.
Not if it's normally done.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it. We just need to put a sign up today, and it would just have to be marked on the timesheet how people are taking that.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you put something online as well or not?
We can. I actually don't.
Might be helpful.
Sorry, Bev?
That might be helpful.
Okay. And then we got one more application, resume from it wasn't from Indeed, which I've made copies of all the resumes for you to look at.
Okay, because we only saw 2 last time, right, guys?
Yeah, I made copies of them all.
Okay.
And did you end up putting that on the MAA board?
Yes.
$75, good.
It's on there.
Nice.
It has been on there. There's been, I've on Mondays, I've been going in to look at how many jobs are out there in the assessing world. And there's been, well, they're all out there. It keeps growing. So it started off with 10 when we first put ours out. And and it's gone up to 10 or 11.
So I guess if the board gets together to review those, do we have to post that as a quote meeting?
Yes, because you're all, if you're going to discuss them, if you're going to take them home and review them. And
No, I'm just trying to, I don't really like them quote out floating around, so to speak. You know, that's my own personal opinion. Somebody comes to visit and there's somebody's resume, whether they know them or not. So I don't know how we want to look at them. Do we have papers to sign tonight?
yes,
Okay, so can we look at them tonight? I don't know if that's a viable option
you
or
can
not.
look at them, but your meeting will be adjourned. So
We can look, but not.
I guess I can tell you, you can look at them and then you could rank them, and then I will look at them and set up. I've looked at them. I think there's only one person worth interviewing. And I think that you all came to the same conclusion, or you told me individually that you came to the same conclusion. So if whatever we do, you'll probably want to set up another meeting to do, or whatever you do, you'll want to set up another meeting to do interviews or to review the applications.
So maybe after tonight, do we have papers to sign up
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Bev and Rod, you have a few minutes to spend just to look
Yes.
at them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I'm recording the selectmen's at 7. So
Okay. So you can look first or whatever.
okay,
I don't think it's going to take that long after what Molly says.
right.
You know, if there was 25 and they were all good applicants, we'd have a bigger hill to climb, but I think we're all in the same boat. So why don't we just look at them after this and not discuss them?
You can
go from
rank
there.
them and give them back to me, and
Right. All right. And then we'll work on another type of, we want to go to quote an interview or we do not. So we'll just talk about that.
Kristen wanted to come tonight, but I had a Zoom. I was supposed to have a meeting with her this morning, and she said that she was under the weather, so I don't know if she'll be at the.
Yeah.
I just assumed she wasn't going to be able to come. So.
Well, we can include her in the next meeting or interview.
We can do it in
however.
person too. So.
Yeah. All right. So do we have anything else to be said here, or are we good with that?
I think we're all set. The next meetings will be July 10th and July 24th.
Okay.
So I only have one more board meeting.
Oh, you won't be here on the 24th.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Well, just leave your Zoom camera open just in case.
Yeah.
Joanne,
All right.
Joanne knows how to do the Zoom. So if
Yeah.
there's stuff to be signed, she'll send you out an agenda, I would think, and
Okay.
go from there.
Yep. All right. With that, I guess we'll call our meeting to the end. Somebody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
Okay.
I'll second it.
All right. So tis
So meeting's
a-
adjourned at 6:20.